Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to you all. Good afternoon from wherever you're watching me from. From wherever you're watching from, good afternoon. Yes, I'm here to disturb you guys once again. I'm here to teach about numbers and its significance, and also in relationship with kola nuts, different kinds of Ọjị Igbo. That's what I want to talk about today. So I would like us to share. Initially, I just wanted to talk about numbers, but you will know the way Agu behaves. Agu moved me to also talk about kola nuts, Ọjị Igbo, in relationship to the numbers. So I'll be talking about these two things. They are interwoven. The way I will present it, they are interwoven. So mma akọkọ ha abụọ, eye ndị ebe a, eye ndị ebe a. So before I continue, most of us into omenala and all those things. We see those that deal with numbers as mystics, forgetting that every spiritual person is a mystic, because you're doing things that ordinarily science might not be able to explain it. Once you're doing something that science cannot explain, it's a mystery. You're a mystic. Because some people, the way they paint mysticism, you would think mysticism is one big evil you shouldn't go near. You would think mysticism is evil or something that is not good or something that you cannot practice. But this is something that we see in every day of our life, something we experience in our everyday life. It's something that is in us. It's something that is a part of us. So, like I said, tata nna abịakwu maka numbers and Ọjị, the relationship, the significance, and everything. All right. But before I proceed, I would like to reintroduce myself as usual. My name is Chinwemere Ikechukwu Ezenwanyị Mmiri Ọcha, also known as Nwanyị Amechi Ọkụ. As you can see on your display, some Nwanyị Amechi is Nwanyị Amechi. So let's go there. Now we are going to deal with numbers. Now the base of every number, the organic number by the universe is 0 to 9. When you get your calculator, the only number you see is 0 to 9. When you get your phone, your handset, the only number you see is 0 to 9. Because this is the base of every number you encounter. Be it 1 million, 1,099, points this, points that, at the end of the day, it has its roots on 0 to 9. You're going to write 1,000, 1 is going to be there, and 3 zeros is going to be there. You're going to write 500, 5 is going to be there, and 0 is going to be there. So these are the organic numbers that we have. And they are 0 to 9. So I will take the numbers, I will start from 0 and I will end in 9. I will start from 0 and I will end in 9. Now, talking about 0, please make sure you're sharing this video so that others can join in this knowledge. Now, starting from 0, the number 0, this is more like, these are organic numbers, 0 to 9, these are organic numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. When you talk about organic numbers, these are organic numbers. Can I just see where they? And when you look at it, Good Majesty, thank you so much for that heart. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Lighting this candle for you. Ocean blessings to you. Thank you so much. Wow, I wasn't really expecting gifts today. Anytime I'm teaching, I know people don't like to give gifts when I'm teaching. Blessings to you. Ocean blessings to you. Thank you so much, Good Majesty. May the universe bless you. Thank you so much. This candle is for you. Nancy Joel. All right, so I'll start from 0. Now, 0, this number, as it is, 0 represents Allah. 0 represents potential energy. is a kind of inertia, a number that has so many potentials. The number that started everything, that is 0. Every other number is rooted on this. Every other organic number. This is where it all begins, at 0. It might look so, greetings, choker. It might look so like it's nothing. You know, in mathematics, they will say 0 is nothing. 0 is not really nothingness. 0 is everything. Because everything begins at nothing. 0 is more like the beginning, where it all began. That is 0. A state of nothingness. It's like when you get married. Good afternoon, good Dorothy, Jennifer. It's just like when you get a new wife. At this point, she's not pregnant. That is why if you're not Igbo, that could wisi why idime. Because you have to pay for isi ofuoye, not isi mother aboard. That is why they don't do that. That could wisi why idime until you can come and pay for the bride price, because that is when she's at 0. Where it all began. It has the potential to reproduce other things. Something that is at 0 today can go beyond that tomorrow. So 0 being a state of, it also represents Allah. Now, the number 1, we are going to talk about the number 1 first. Okay, next, that's the number 1. The second number we are treating is the number 1. Now, looking at the number 1 is like, after 0, you get the number 1. The number 1, that number 1 represents male. And it's also representing Elu. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Thank you so very much, my friend. Thank you. Now, the number 1 is represented by Elu, and it is 0. You have 1 and 0, 0, 1. You're still talking about the same thing. Whether you 9, 6, 6, 9, they are the same thing. 3, 6, 6, 3, they are still saying the same thing, because numbers do not lie. If I want to lie to you, I'm going to use the English alphabet and put you under a spell, the spellings. But then with numbers, you can't go wrong with numbers. Number 1 in Nigeria is number 1 in every other part of the world. But come in English is not the same thing all over the world. Come in Igbo, Ipoya Bia. In Hausa, you say Izo. In Yoruba, you say Wa. But 1 here is 1, the other place. 2 here is 2, the other place. 3 here. You can't lie with numbers. We have mathematical beings. Something like, my grandmother taught me something while I was growing up. She said that this Utobo, I don't know whether Utobo is chimpanzee in English, or is also, whether it's also Demba or Adaka. Sorry, whether Utobo is chimpanzee or gorilla or orangutan. I don't know which one it is in English. But she was taught, is Utobo in particular, she was taught, no, Adaka, sorry, Adaka. She was taught that if Adaka is coming after you, because there is this river we used to go to when we were small, Nyo, and this Adaka is always there pursuing us. She said she was taught when she was small that if Adaka is pursuing you, you should pluck 5 leaves of identical leaves. 5 leaves. They could be identical, or the first 2 is identical, the second 2 is identical, then 1 odd one. Place the first 2, place the second 2. Being a mathematical being, Adaka will say the first 2, okay, they match. The second 2, okay, they match. The third one, it's going to see that it's not paired up. It's going to move in search of that leaf. Until it finds it, it cannot continue. This is like its life's mission. To calculate. It's a mathematical being. To calculate. And the universe is existing based on multiplication and numbers. Now, let me continue. Sorry for the digression. Now, talking about the number 1. The number 1 being representing Elu, that is up. 0 is down. Elu is 1. 0 is the earth. Elu, that is the sky, is 1. Elu is beyond the sky. Anna is beyond what you see. Now, also 1, showing oneness. That's why we call our world the universe. the universe. Uni is one. The universe. Everything is but one. It's a powerful number, unifying everything. So, talking about one again, we talk about there are some Ọjị that doesn't have cotyledons. That is Ọjị Ewelombawa, kola nuts, that does not have anything that divides it. It is called Ọjị Ogbi. In Igbo, you call it Ọjị Ogbi. We don't use such Ọjị for maybe prayers, but certain dibias or some of us mystics, we use it for certain works, maybe to silence something, because it's not saying anything. This is called Ọjị Ogbi. This Ọjị is not saying anything. It's dumb. Because Ọjị ọbụla bụ Ọjị Igbo nwere ife ọ na-ekwu. In Igbo cosmology, every Ọjị has a language it is speaking. And nobody understands it better than a mystic or the person that broke this collar. Because you are the one that knows what you said to the Ọjị. You are the one that knows the response it is giving you. That is the way it is. So, looking at this, seeing this is Ọjị Ogbi, the one that is one. Yes, not Busi, but I know it's not something I can start explaining inbox or something. I know it's a long talk. That is why I avoid inbox question. Yes, you once asked me. I avoid that. I will simply tell people, sorry, I don't do inbox lecture because I know I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. In Norma City, I would have loved to do this video strictly in Igbo, but I have so many people watching this video. Who ended my live video? TikTok, how they do you?
Just like that.
Just like that, who ended my live video? I have so many people watching it. Some understand more because Igbo di ebe niile.
So you're just speaking on Facebook.
Yes, I'm only on Facebook, but I've put it back on TikTok. Igbo di ebe niile. So that is why I'll be mixing it up, so that all of us can understand. A whole lot of our lost brothers over there, American and all those, you know what slavery did. I don't want to be so loud, even though I'm supposed to be loud. Our brothers are over there, our sisters are over there that do not understand. Even some of them, I know a lot of them that are taking classes in Igbo. They are really trying, so I'll give it to them. Oh, Bikono, Nagidenu, let's take it easy so that we can carry everybody along. Biko, Udochia. So, this Ọjị being this way, you can use it to silence voices or cases, evil voices or cases. I'm not going to go into that, the deep uses of it, but I've told you now, this is what you should expect with this Ọjị. Usually to silence things that are negative to you. Some people use it to close court case, Ọjị that is not saying anything. It's even hard to find it. It's easier to see the one that is two cotyledons than the one that is one. That one is very hard to find. So I'll continue with the number 2. The number 2 is talking about balance. He's talking about balance. 1, 2. 1, 2. He's talking about balance. 2 things. I saw the video. If you do it now, you are evil. The one that has 2 cotyledons. Usually, as usual, now we don't usually use the Ọjị that has 2 cotyledons in Igbo setting. We don't usually use it to go off or anything. But it also has its use. Nature can never give you anything that is useless. Everything is useful. Even the evil spirits are useful in their own way. Now, some people say this Ọjị is the reason that Igbos kill twins. Is a lie. That's a very big lie from the pit of ignorance and hell. That is not the reason Igbos, at a point, killed twins. It's because of ignorance and stupid things they were bringing together for themselves. Now, this Ọjị Kuraka, we call it Ọjị Kuraka. Ọjị gbara ịbụọ, ọjị kụrụ aka. This is used to divide, to separate from something. You can also use it to pray for balance in your life. Balance in every aspect of your life. Because 2 is balanced. With your one leg, you'll be struggling to stand. As na ọkọ bata, na ọ na-amaro, ojiri ofu ụkwụ wee kwụrụ. That means it's not balanced. But no matter the place very well, ojiri ụkwụ abụọ wee kwụrụ. 2 legs. Every human being, you need your 2 legs to stand. Use this ọjị for balance. Ọjị gbara mkpe. Use it to speak balance. So number 2 is also talking about balance. Now it's also an ọjị of unification, talking about balance between enu na ani. Being together. Good evening, and Kiru Kaiwunse. Now this is the ọjị that brings about balance. Ọjị koraka. You can call it ọjị koraka. Use it for balance or use it for ntisa or ọjị ntisa. This is for to do ntisa or to bring together. So you can see one single thing that does 2 things at the same time. To put apart and to unify. In an instance where it's easy to put something apart, they can never be disposed the same place as different locations. In that way, they never come together. I'm not teaching you bad things. So you're responsible for what you pick up from here. Now, so 2 mostly is a number of balance. A number that speaks balance in everything, good and evil, white and black, ofona ogu, equity and fairness, positive and negative. It's a polar number, a number that shows the 2 sides, darkness and light. Is a number that gives explanation to these 2 sides. It's a number of balance. It's a number of balance. Now let's come to the number 3. I hope we are following. I hope I'm not too using terms that are kind of jargons and alien to you. Now let's talk about the number 3. That's a very powerful number. Most times when I'm speaking, I say by the power of 3. You might not understand why I'm saying by the power of 3. By the power of 3, by the power of 3, or by this, by that. And you don't know the reason why the Bible is talking about Trinity. Let's forget about their Trinity are all males. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. Now in Igbo, I'll first of all talk about the ọjị, then I'll continue talking about the number. Now when you have ọjị gbara atọ, that is the 3 emegold greetings. Exactly. Inclusion and diversity. Ọjị gbara atọ. In Igbo, we call it Ọjị Ikenga. We call it Ọjị Ikenga. Thank you so much, Good Majesty. We call it Ọjị Ikenga. What is Ikenga? Some of you don't know what Ikenga is. As an Igbo person, you are here the car and Ikenga is. And maybe some of you think Ikenga is something evil. Because it's something you hear from the mouth of maybe and you think it's some strength of movement. Obuna muna ge na ebi where Ikenga egba aka. Why na Ikenga woke wali Ikenga. This ọjị mana mmadụ na-abụkwa Ikenga ibia. This ọjị that shows this a kind of strength of movement. The force that helps you to move. Ike ijiaga. That is the significance of number. You see that it talks about the mind, body, and soul. The mind, body, and soul. This number is diversified. This number 3 is a kind of special. It's also shows the beginning, the middle, and the end. The beginning, the middle, and the end. Now, another thing this number is more like births. So you see that the number is not just any random number. It has a lot of message to pass. A lot of message to pass in the spirits. It shows life, birth, life, and death. Beginning, mind, body, and soul, which is what makes you up as a human being. Of three, it's more like you're unifying all your forces, everything that comes with you. Put your body, mind, and soul. Happen. You're giving it a force. Your Ike got to move. That is what you're doing when you're applying the number 3. You're using mind, your soul, to move this notion, to move this thing. That is what you're doing with the number 3. Because the number on its own is a force. Now we talk about the number 4. Because Igbo starts counting their Ọjị. I think it's over time they did that. They start counting their Ọjị from the number 3. I say Ọjị Igbo is from 3 up. Me, I count from 1. All of them are useful to me. I do not know about you because I know the power of these numbers, the secrets behind them. Manache ego normally ko wezuo ke we fe ba na agba wasi na Ọjị ezuro bụ na mba adịghị. You use from that 3 up to be able go wezuto ya ọbụna ka Agnes Wamma. So the number 4, let's talk about the number 4. Now, the number 4, we talk about Ọjị gbara eno. In Igbo, we call it Ọjị chi. Ọjị gị na chi gị. That is what we call Ọjị gbara eno. Ọjị gị na chi gị. That is what we call it. In Igbo, Ọjị chi. Mgbe ịwala ọjị fụ na ọ gbara eno, you don't share it with anybody. Maybe in a wale and a big, you know, you don't. It's for you and your chi. Ijili again a chige we kalia. You speak to your chi and also listen. You can cast it to check the result. It's give. Please don't cast it and come and ask me why. What does it mean? I do not know. I will not answer you. Because though I don't have the energy, I've not eaten since last week. So nobody should come and disturb me. You cast it, read it by yourself. I'm sure you will get the message. It's just that you don't trust yourself enough to know that this is the message the universe is trying to pass to you. And when buying your cola, I'll give you one advice. Stop looking at the numbers. Even though most of them have peeled the back. Form a habit of looking, just pick it so that you'll be able to get the message. I don't like looking at my colas while I'm picking them. So I can be able to get the message. If I'm picking it, that means I'm picking what I want. I don't want to pick what I want. I want to pick the message the universe is trying to pass. That is why I don't want to look at it when I'm picking it. So that when I go home, whatever message it is passing to me, I will know that this is Nekwaka. This is the way this thing is. This is the way that is. Because there is no coincidence. Numbers do not lie. Now, the number 4, I'm still on the number 4. The number 4 also representing the 4 elementals. Also representing the elementals is more than 4. Also representing the Igbo market days. Eke, Orie, Afọ, Nkwo. The Beninese will call it Afon. Nkwon is the same thing. representing the elementals. Now you're talking about the fire, the earth, the water, air. And there's a fifth element, which is you, the spirit. You're the spirit. And this whole element makes up your being. So you see why it is also connected to your chi. It's also a number that talks about balance. A number that talks about balance too, apart from the number 2. It's a number that talks about balance. Why do you also think you do certain rituals, certain ajas, and you have to dump it at a 4 junction? Because at a 4 junction, a whole lot, this is where all the elementals meet, where every spirit meets, where everything meets. That is why you drop it at the 4 junction, so that whatever spirit you're trying to contact, you must pass that place. If you don't know where, is a good omen anytime, any day to dump it at a 4 junction. If you are not sure of where to keep it. Because this is where everything passes. No matter the kind of spirit you're trying, this is where everything naga. Also barano. Left, right, okay, front, back, left and right. That is the way it is. And also when you do Ajandi Ndiwobodo, you drop it at a 3 junction. Why? Because it's more like you're telling them to leave you alone. Let me go. Let me go. You are trying to regain your Ikiti Agada. They are putting traffic for you. Let me go. Yes, it's also applicable to Ọjị Igbo. Yes, also applicable to it. You are correct about that, Choka. It's applicable to Ọjị Igbo too. I forgot to include that. Yes, with Ọjị Igbo too, you don't have to share it with anyone. Keep it to yourself. Someone like me, I like to put it in my purse and carry it around. When I look at it, yes, we are together. So you have this kind of morale. On a Jaga special. Now, talking about the number 4. The number 4. I hope you were able to pick up the tidbits of these numbers. The number 4. Now, when you're seeing the number, okay, before I continue, so when you're seeing 00000, you pick up your phone. I'm going to do this recap before I continue with the number 5. When you're seeing 0000, maybe you pick up your phone and you see 00, that is 12 o'clock a.m. Nima Abane. Maybe you just pick up your phone and you're seeing 000. This is simply a way of the universe telling you that something new is about to begin. You're on a kind of natural reset. I'm not saying when you see it once, because these numbers, they have a way of harassing you when they want to pass a message with numbers. For those that are conscious of these numbers, I don't joke with numbers. Now, when you look at 00, they are talking about beginning, a new beginning, something that is about to start, a potential, something maybe obidobe, but it will soon start. That means it's close. Expect it. When you talk about 11111, it's telling you about your guides, your ancestors being around you, or the universe, depending on the number. It could be 11, giving you maybe 11 o'clock, 1100. Now you have to put the two messages together. Use your sense. It could be 1111, 1111. It could be 1110, 1110. Now these are the way these numbers come up. They come up in so many patterns, but you have to be alert. You have to pay attention to be able to know when these numbers are trying to tell you something. It's not maybe you just see it once and then you run. Most times it has to come like 2-3 times before you call it something. But once you start paying attention, you will notice. random. So when something is happening, you will know you've seen this ahead of time. This is more like I'm teaching you Afe Yawalo Wigi now. Sometimes you see 3. You see 3:33. You see 3 o'clock. 3:03. These are the ways these numbers can come to you. And you just have to read the meaning. You have to read in between the line. It's not always the same message all the time. It's not always the same message all the time. Even 2, the number 2 can also mean life and death. So you need to pick up the message. You see, someone is confirming there was a period 111 was all around me. This is a message. Usually about your ancestors or your body, mind, and soul being together, because it's 3 numbers. So this number, when you add it up, sometimes you try to even reduce the number. If you have to reduce this 111, you see that it is 3. 1 plus 1 plus 1, it gives you 3. You find out maybe still talking about Ikenga. That's why the message varies, because they are all connected. They are all connected. You need to be alert to be able to pick up the message. Please don't see number on your phone. You come to tell me why I'm age. What does it mean? I will not answer you. I'm hungry. I'm gonna come. You will give me money before I answer you. Take the one I'm teaching you now and apply it. Listen to it. I once told someone to watch my video today, and this person decided to harass me. You know that video I will not understand. You don't understand my video. How will you understand me? Because normally, on my phone, all my antennas are up. You see a way go more already because disturbance. I'm not blessed with physical strength. Now, let's continue. This video I'm already hitting them. But I have to finish what I'm out to give out today. Now, when we talk about the number 5, now this is the number that brings everything together. The complete elementals. You're talking about when the Igbos pray, they end it with Ise. Hey, it's a Jumo. Oh my goodness. Do you tell us we don't know? So I got to offer when we finish pouring libation or speaking, you hear things like he say, depending on the dialect. He say, it all means the same thing. He say, now I talked about the 4 elementals, the 5th, which is 6th, or the 5th, which you do not know. You might know or you do not know, or covering all the other spirits. That is say the 5th one representing everything. He say, let it all work together. 5, he say, okay, hey, Nifiku, what if you go on, what you said, what before you broke the collar, that's the spirits heard it. They heard you for your Ọjị to be 5. Usually, normally, you won't even know who not jiggy before you break it. That's why I advise if you're buying cola, because most of them now pills, they have different prices when you pick blindly. Don't look at any number. You pick blindly. It is always best to pick blindly, so you don't know what to. Hey, what can mean see my bedroom now? Hi. Thank you, Papa Shu. So he say, now 5 is also another number talking about bringing in unknown forces you might not be aware of, forces you do not know their name. When you're seeing 5 familiar forces that are close to you, that are a part of you, that you do not know their name, bringing them into the equation. Also showing accomplishments that your plea or your declaration went well. When you continue seeing 5555 around your phone, 555 all the time, 5555 usually is about your relationship or about your desires, your heart's desires coming to fruition soon. Your request has been received. When you continue seeing 555, your request has been received. Expect an answer. Your request has been received. Now let's talk about the number 6. Let's talk about the number 6. Now the number 6, when somebody breaks a kola, Ọjị Igbo, we call it Ọjị mmụọ na mmadụ ji agba ndụ. When you talk about the number 6, we call it Ọjị mmụọ na mmadụ ji agba ndụ. When you break your kola nut and it is 6, it is also advised you do not share. Share the one that is 5, share 7, share 8, share 9. Or 6, use it. Tell them what you want from them and also tell them what you will do for them. You can also celebrate it in Maria Saraka. From Ise, you can do Saraka. Attain a certain height in your life, that is, you're close to your success. You're very close to your accomplishment, being accomplished. Ihe follow obele, as in ihe follow to agwụ. That is what the number 6 shows. You are close to your peak. You are close to that which you desire. You are really close to it. That's what it means. If you keep on seeing it, you send out a corresponding energy for it to manifest. Now let's talk about the number 7. The number 7, usually in the Bible, they're going to tell you that God rested on the 7th day after the creation on the 6th day. Now, this is a perfect illustration. He looked at it and everything was good, and then he rested. This is a number of accomplishments. Perfection. Ozuzuoke. A number of accomplishments. Now, 6 is also a number of, there is no more perfect number than 6. You see, 6 is a very perfect number. When splitted into 3, you have 2, 2, 2. So when you see 6, it could be a 2, 2, 2 hidden. When you see a 2, 2, 2, 2, maybe 222 could also be a 6, 6 number coming to you. That's why I said you need your mind needs to be, you need to be really active to pick up all these messages as they are coming. When you continue seeing these numbers. Now 7 is about accomplishment, perfection. And it's also known that Ọjị Igbo celebrates. If your pear gets dark, when the pear is actually ripe, that is when it gets dark. So in Igbo we will say Oyube Ajiri Yaracha. If your pear ripe, lick and wear well. If your blessing ripe, grab it. Now we have the number 8, Ọjị Igbo, representing infinity, representing agwo. Agwo. Something you cannot exhaust. Also about balance is also connected to is also similar to the number 4. Everything double, double. That's what it represents. And then there is the number 9. There is the number 9. The number 9 is mostly about a completion. Something is about to end in your life. There's a completion. Now, something is about to end in your life. You're going to lose something, it's going to hurt you. But it's ushering in a new beginning. Once you get to 9, it's about 0 coming next. Once you see number 9, know that there's a cycle in your life that is about to, or a cycle of amotayenwa, or a cycle of failure, or a cycle of success that is about, it could be anything. There's a cycle that is about to end, and something new is about to emerge. It will. Hold on. Nah. Sorry about that. Sorry. So there is a cycle that is about to end. So you should be willing, because for something new to happen, something has to give way. That means there is something that is not serving you, that is about to be taken away from you, for something else to happen. That is usually the number 9 for you. No hard feelings. You just need to accept the change coming your way, the change coming to you. You need to accept it with open mind, with open hearts. You accept that change. That is about the number 9. And that is the peak. Then everything, usually some people finish writing and they write 0. So after that 9, starts a beginning, another 0. You climb up the ladder again. So that's it about numbers. So most of the time you see these numbers harassing you and you don't know the meaning. 444, 333, 1313, 1414. You have to put those numbers together and know what it's telling you. You just entered and you want me to tell you about my life. Julie, please tell me about my life too. I want to hear about my life. Tell me too. I need someone to talk to me too. So that is it about these numbers. If you have any question based on this topic, please, now that I'm still live, you drop it. It's easier for me to answer question on live video than when you come inbox, because I have so many messages in my inbox that if I'm to start replying everybody, 11111111 to the land, and I'm now land, and I'm now, but the 4-day it was raining bad, so I couldn't. You can still do it next time, Miranda. Oh my Maddie, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Maddie. Lighting a candle for her. I can find my lighter. Okay. Maddie, thank you so much. Ocean blessings to you. Now I'm wearing blue today. So I'm sending out ocean blessings, lighting blue candles for you. Thank you so much, Maddie. May the oceans bless you. May the oceans bless you. I really appreciate you. Thank you so very much. So if you have any question based on this topic, not please read me. I don't want to hear it, please. I'm looking for someone that will read me. If you can read me now, come to your inbox so you can read me, Pico. Thank you so much.